What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about my silver belief level and whether or not it has dropped at all over these last couple of weeks. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. The link will be in the description, trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But today I wanted to talk about my silver belief level, and the reason for this is mostly in response to a handful of the comments that I have been receiving over the last few weeks. I have a lot of people who are saying things along the lines of how they've been stacking silver, how they believed in silver, but this current situation that's going on right now, this global health crisis, we call it the sea bug over here. We don't call it by its name because YouTube doesn't like that I talk about it sometimes, but we'll call it the sea bug, and I'd appreciate it if you respect my channel and call it the sea bug if you are planning on talking about it. But due to this pandemic, everything took a bit of a hit. I don't even need to reiterate. I'm sure everybody is well aware of what's going on right now. But silver got smacked pretty hard a couple weeks back, all the way down to $11.90 when all we've pretty much been used to is $15, $16, $17, $18 for the last several months, the last year or two. And silver took a hit, I guess you can say, and I'd say it's kind of making a comeback. I mean, it's already into the $14 range. I'd say it's making a recovery, and I've gotten a lot of comments from a lot of people who have been stacking silver and you know, claim to be like a believer in silver, and this, I guess you can say, rattled them. And I personally am unable to relate to what they're saying. The things that they're saying in the comment section just do not make sense in my head. I don't believe this has changed how I view silver in the slightest. My silver belief level has not dropped at all. If anything, it might have actually rose up a little bit, but a lot of people are getting shaken up right now over what's going on, and I personally disagree. And the things I say in today's video, you don't have to agree with me. I'm not here for people to agree with me on everything, but one of the biggest arguments is that, like, you're losing money. Now, I've covered this in the past. I've talked about this several times in the past. I have a hard time understanding how you can lose money with silver if you didn't sell, get rid of, misplace, or have any of your silver stolen from you. If you have all the silver that you've stacked over the years still in your possession, I just personally don't understand how any money could have been lost. By converting currency into actual money, as long as you know where it is, how did you lose it? Now, the only argument that people have is the spot price, and if you are of the fiat mindset, I totally get it. If you're still dollar bill focused, I understand where you're coming from, but it just doesn't make sense to me because I've made the transition from the dollar bill fiat mindset to, I guess you can call it, the money mindset. And I personally don't really care too much about spot price. And I think that silver is going to creep its way back up pretty much exactly to where it was prior to it falling down. I think silver can take a hit, but I think silver can get back up. That's just my opinion. Not a financial advisor. Nothing on this channel is financial advice, obviously. It's all for entertainment purposes. But another way I was looking at it is that as opposed to having silver in the safe, what if after all of these years, I had all of my dollar bills in my bank account. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with keeping dollars in the bank account. I keep some of my dollars in the bank account. However, this is something that I was thinking about all the time, actually. I've been thinking about this quite often over the last couple of weeks. Many have been saying or suggesting or worried about how cash could potentially be contaminated by the C bug. So a lot of people have been saying,
no, leave it in the bank, leave it in the bank, leave all your money in the bank, leave it all in the bank, don't take it out of the bank, don't withdraw it, leave it all in there, might be contaminated, blah, 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 blah.
Now personally, I played it safe. I didn't really think that the cash would be contaminated. It could be, so I played it safe anyway. Went to the bank with the gloves on, took out some cash, put it directly into a Ziploc bag, and that's it. That's all I did. But I was thinking about it. With my silver, I wouldn't really have to do that. My American Eagles, my Canadian Maple Leafs, my 10-ounce silver Sunshine bars, I don't really have to put gloves on. I don't really have to put those into Ziploc bags or worry too much about them. I know that like my coins are not contaminated. They've just been in my safe. They haven't been in millions of people's hands. So that was another example I was thinking of earlier today. I was like, well, I don't really have to worry about my silver being contaminated. It's been in my possession for quite some time, and I don't really have all that much to worry about, but it's just another example. But in addition to potential contamination, let's still talk about the bank really quick. I was told by a friend of mine, actually the friend of mine who got me into silver in the first place, he hit me up and he told me that his bank, or one of the banks in his town, experienced a cash shortage, which is actually the reason I went to the bank to make that withdrawal with the gloves and the Ziploc bag. Just to play it safe. I didn't want to be the victim of any type of cash shortage. And I also felt, if everyone's up in arms and screaming,
Yeah, don't leave it all in the bank.
that drew a couple little red flags for me. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be wearing like a tinfoil hat and be like,
Oh, they don't want us to leave all of it in the bank because they're going to use it, they're going to steal it.
no, I'm not crazy. I'm not paranoid. But I was thinking, I was like, well, usually if they're making that big of a deal to do something, there's usually a reason. Sometimes. Not usually, but oftentimes. So I was like, well, I don't want to end up being a victim of trying to withdraw some cash and not being able to because the bank doesn't have enough cash to give me, doesn't have enough of my own cash to give me. So that's why I made that withdrawal. But with silver, I'm not over here looking for a silver withdrawal. If I need to withdraw some silver, I'll just walk on over to my safe. I don't have to worry about a shortage. I mean, obviously, if I'm going to convert my dollars into silver through someone else, there might be a little bit of a shortage. I know some people are, out of stock or claiming to be out of stock or whatever. I don't really know what's going on with them. But for the time being, the silver that's in my possession, my silver, there's no shortage of my silver. If the bank was experiencing a shortage, that would be a shortage of my cash. If I want to convert my dollars into silver but there's a shortage, that's not my silver. It wouldn't be my silver until it's mine. So these are just some of my thoughts, some of my ideas, some of the things that I was thinking about. My belief level in silver has not dropped in the slightest. If anything, it may have went up. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. How has this affected or impacted your belief level when it comes to silver? Are you still standing strong? Are you still a massive believer? Do you still have faith in silver? Or has this kind of like rattled you a little bit? Has this shaken you? Has this gotten you somewhat kind of sort of reconsidering the stack? Let me know in the comments. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 1,000 subscribers, so help us out. And if you would like to support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, and many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, how has this affected or impacted your belief level in silver, if it has at all? And also, if you have some other examples as to how silver could potentially be better than cash, in your opinion, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.